Oh my goodness. And now this is too bright in my face. So supposedly I'm live. Suppose, well, oh, I've put that goddamn light on. Very professional. Hold on. It is confirmed I'm wearing pants. Can anyone hear me? Okay. Okay. I have no idea what that word is. Okay. So you can hear me. This is working. Yep. Okay. And I'm not hearing myself in my headphones now on a delay, so I have no idea what I've done different. If I've done anything differently. Now all I know is that the mood lighting that I'd set up makes things actually worse. Or maybe just needs to be toned down a bit. Woohoo! I refuse to believe this worked. Yeah. Okay, now. Aren't you glad you're all fans of this very professional and together role playing company? Doesn't this just give you great confidence? Can't wait till you have to go to my website and actually give me money because after 3 attempts at a live stream, and this is the fourth after 3 that went to hell, you should have perfect confidence in our ability to operate technology. Oh my God. What did you do to fix it? Nothing. I mean, this is what I did the start of the previous attempt, except it's different. When you turning the EU website on, just after I present all the books, so as long as the books are professional. Oh, did you pick the wrong release cycle? Well, okay. Calm down. I shall calm down. Can you all spam this out? Because I don't have the heart to do it anymore. Spam this link. We got 19 people now. It's like, okay. Since we seem to be working and people can hear me and people can see me. Okay. This is the release day for a number of new Lamentations of the Flame Princess releases and reprints of old stuff. I shall be showing them to you, and then after I'm done showing you all the new stuff, then I will put the website live and you can start ordering them. We ship worldwide with some exceptions. There's still interruptions to Russia and Ukraine and probably a number of other countries that aren't coming to mind, but for most of you, you can order them no matter where you are from the EU web store. Most of these books are limited print runs, so they'll only be available from the EU web store or if some retailers order direct from us. It's not going through the retail chain. They're not going to be in the US web store with two exceptions, Beware and Magic Eater. But those probably won't be up there for 3 or 4 months because slow boat to the US. And what else? Okay. If you're going to lure us with the red lighting, then why tease us with all the clothing? Well, I could make the red lighting stronger because that's, while I'm getting my wits about me, I'm just going to faff about a bit. But, well, it's not too much redder. Yeah, because I showed somebody this before I tried going live the first time and asked them what they thought. And they said, oh, it looks like a sex cave. And it's like, oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, see, this is very weird. That goes from bright to not bright to okay. Yeah, well, that's not so important. Okay, now, so what did I say? Limited edition, EU web store, available worldwide. Yeah, for the new stuff, I've put in for Drive Through RPG to review them because I have to get all my stuff reviewed before it goes live. That's not been done yet. Uh, I will not speculate on whether or not they will all be allowed to go live because apparently you're not allowed to do that. And so, yeah, I will try to keep my cool and introduce all of the cool stuff. I will note that before I tried going live the first time, I had set up a big oh god, I'm just complaining. Yeah, I mean I'm in a mood now. I'd spent a couple hours trying to come up with like a big set, have everything all laid out, all the new stuff. The problem is I just have the one stationary camera and I can have a cool looking shot that had everything, or I can show you stuff, close to the camera and give you close-ups and looking at stuff. Can't do both with my current setup. So I spent 2 hours setting that up and then had to just go back to the way it was in the first place. Hmm. So, okay, we got 38 people. I should stop faffing about. I should actually. There are a couple of specific people that I want to give the link to. So let me do that, and then I will begin my proper presentation. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now, okay, we've got 38 people. Let's start the presentation. I'm sure that sure that everybody that comes to this video after the fact is going to love that the first 8 minutes were me just. Okay. I'm going to talk about the new releases first, then I'll talk about the reprints, and then I'll plug some additional information. So let's start with Beware the Mind Fuck. This is showing up mirrored on my end. Is this showing up like right ways around on your end? Well, it doesn't matter since I'm not going to change any settings in case. But yes, Beware the Mindfuck. This is by Christopher Carosella. This is by the author of Asterion, another short form adventure, a little longer, formatted a little more like a standard adventure. Takes place during the London Plague, 1665 to 1666. And there is a creature called the Mindfucker, and it'll fuck your mind. And the like Asterion, this is the meat of this is mostly the random encounter tables, but it is a city, so it's got a much different flavor. Whereas Asterion, I thought was more of a novelty kind of thing. Oh, ancient Greece, throwing that in the LOTFP pool. This is fitting much more in with the setting, and it's the kind of thing where in 500 years, I really hope somebody digs this out of some vault and thinks, what is this? What was its purpose? Is this what people in the 21st century thought was going on in the 17th century? Because, we look at old things, we go and laugh, oh, ha, 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 they're fighting snails on this tapestry. And we're thinking, what does that mean? Well, this is that kind of novelty. This is exactly that kind of trauma, naughty, dirty kind of fun that I just look at and giggle, just like I just saw Cocaine Bear this past week, and it's just, it's not great cinema, but I laugh and I giggle, good times. So beware the mind fuck, and you should be aware of it. Now, next, The Jovian Visitor by Glyn Seal. Now, this is another booklet. This one's 20 pages. And Glyn did the layout and the maps and the writing and everything. And please give us the prices. The prices, oh God, what are the prices? The prices will be in the store. This is going to be 10. This is going to be 15. This is an adventure. It's got a mystery. It's got a cult going on. It's got stolen books and missing scientist. And I won't give away the mysteries and what happens, but it's it's a good adventure to just sit down and play, and people will understand what the fuck is going on. It's not on the avant-garde side of LOTFP, and that's fine because I like when people play stuff and say I had a good time, and it's fun when that happens with the weird stuff. But it's always distressing when people say, "What are we supposed to do with this?" It's like this is, you know sometimes we do stuff that's just good and not, oh wow, mind blowing, mind fuck. That'll fuck your mind. This is a good gaming time. Okay, now the other two new titles are Kelvin Green titles. They all just kind of got ready all at once. Okay. First one, I thought this what an interesting cover to sell a book. This is Magic Eater. And as Kelvin says in the introduction, that maybe he should have picked another title because that sort of spoils something that's going on in the adventure. Good job, Kelvin. This is it's basically about a weird cult that steals magic items. The funny thing about that is, if you're playing a normal fantasy game, that, oh my God, that's a horrible thing. Somebody stole our magic items. What are we going to do? If you're playing Lamentations properly, it's the kind of thing that, oh no, someone stole our magic items. Dumbasses. But, it's Kelvin. It's got twists and turns and just kind of what's wrong with you, man? It's a good Kelvin time. I recommend purchasing this book. This is going to be 20. Nice hardcover. This one's what was this? 32 pages. So short, kind of, one session adventure you can get in and get out. Now, what is the cover of Magic Eater made of? Some sort of cardboard, I think the hardcover books are made out of. Okay. Now, I know I said this in the LOTFP Facebook group. Some people didn't seem to quite believe me. But Beware by Kelvin Green is going to be the most hated, vilified, complained about, just infuriating, just this is going to be hailed far and wide as the most terrible thing that anyone has ever released for a role-playing game. And it was done by Kelvin freaking Green. I mean, I read this and it's just like, what's wrong with me? I should have said, Kelvin, what's wrong with you? Why do you think I would release this? But I thought, I had to read this. So therefore, I am going to very effectively market it and sell it to all of you. So you have to read it too. And then what's going to happen once you read it, you game master who buys adventures for your group to run for your group, you're going to say, "Oh my God, I had to read this. I had to suffer all of the mental anguish that Beware inflicts upon anyone who comes in contact. This is worse than the King in Yellow. This is worse than, I mean, holy shit." So Yeah. So it's just like a chain. It's like Kelvin wrote it and I read it and it's like I can't handle this. I have to pass this on. I have to publish this. So the referees, they'll have to deal with this. And then the referees are going to read this and say, "Oh, ow, my head hurts." To exercise this pain, I have to pass it down to the players by running them through this adventure. So the best thing I can say about this adventure is once you look at it and once you read it, you are going to be like psychically required to run it for a group, or else you will be in eternal, unbelievable pain. So don't miss this. That'll be 25. What kind of misanthrope doesn't like Kelvin? That's what I thought until this. And then I'm like, who hurt you, Kelvin? Who hurt you? You know? Oh, what's wrong with the group? It's well, it's thematically designed as the end papers, but it's well, let's go right away, right away. That's where we're starting from. That's where we're starting from. That's what Kelvin wants to put in your face. The first thing once you open the book. Not to the bees. And then and the whole book's not like this, but the introduction of the adventure is a comics page about bee people, and it's just like you know at the games museum here in Finland up in Tampere, there's a display. Lamentations of the Flame Princess has a museum display in the museum of games here in Finland, and it's like this is gonna go into some like terrorist museum or something. I mean, I've been to the Holocaust Museum in DC, and I've been to the communism museum, I think in Tallinn, and of course this hasn't actually physically created a system which kills people, but so it's not as bad as the things, but it's as bad as walking through the museum and reading about the things. It's just my goodness. My goodness. Oh, and then we have a brand new weird crusher. Uh you know, you know you know how standard Dungeons and Dragons has Big B hand spells? Well, Kelvin put together for the new Weird Crusher a series of Big B hand spells. And this weird crusher will be going out to anyone who orders Beware. Even retailers this time will get copies. This it was pitched to me as Big B's Big Book of Spells, but since it's Weird Crusher sized, we're ending up with Big B's pamphlet of spells. So this will be a new Weird Crusher that will go in free with all orders of Beware. So so that's any so that's the new stuff. It's adventures for you people. Good. Well, not good, clean fun because Beware the Mindfuck is in there, and fun, I guess, is too much when talking about Beware. And yes, someone mentioned in the chat, yeah, there is Beware and Beware the Mindfuck, completely independently produced. And are my getting out of focus? So completely independently produced, didn't talk to each other. And when I'm dealing with everything, I'm so compartmentalized, I didn't realize that, hey, maybe someone should have changed the name. But as we'll see with the reprints, LOTFP releases sometimes rhyme. Okay. So now reprints. First reprint. Let's see. It's been out of print for a few years, so we have done a nice hardcover version of Ken Height's K Long. Uh, hardcover. So instead of a fold out, we have the map in the end papers. Although this time, in the original version of K Long, there was supposed to be on the inside cover the Naga illustration. This time, we were finally able to get it in the book. So otherwise, it's a straight reprint. Yeah, all the reprints are just straight reprints. Nothing. This is it. This is the only interior difference is we get the Naga picture, which I think is fabulous. Rich Logmore did a great job, and this adventure is basically. It's not strictly historical happening on Earth. It sort of happens in a fantasy Cambodia, I guess is the way. It's very apocalypse now, heart of darkness kind of atmosphere, Southeast Asian, really nasty horror kind of fun stuff. This was an adventure that sold out. Hopefully we've gotten enough new fans over these past 3 years to make it worthwhile doing this reprint because this is good stuff. Very proud to have it back in print. And next, reprint of No Salvation for Witches, another adventure that's been out of print for a few years now. And, this is Full Color Madness from Raphael Chandler. I don't know what I should or could show that will not get me in trouble with YouTube, but it's got a lot of great full color art. Raphael Chandler's like a real gore body horror guy. And this is about a coven of witches who want to use magic to improve the world. And there are reasons why you might not want to let them do that. It's one thing I'm proud about. This is a limited edition reprint, and the only real difference between the previous version is I think the old one had a bookmark ribbon and this one doesn't. But this one used to be in stores when the first print was active, and so oh god, YouTube. I'm very proud of getting full frontal nudity into retail stores. So there's that. Yes, NSFW. Now here's another one that's been out of print for 10 years. This is a hardcover reprint of Better Than Any Man. This is something that is often, sometimes, always in the running for best Lamentations of the Flame Princess release ever. My personal best ever. And of course, I forgot to put my name on the cover again. Of course, I always do that. But yes, Better Than Any Man. It's pretty damn good. I mean, this is something I just went all out. This was originally released on Free RPG Day in 2013. And yeah, again, another straight reprint, but very, very good stuff. Um, yeah, I think you'll be, if you don't know Better Than Any Man, shame on you, but you'll be very, 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 I cannot imagine anyone getting this book and thinking, well, this isn't very good. This is best of the best of LOTFP type stuff right here. Limited edition 500 hardcovers. Now, I don't know how to. I don't know whether I should sell these things by hype or honesty, because we're being a little indulgent here because we have two different variant covers of the Rules and Magic book. It's otherwise the same on the inside, just two variant covers. And I'll explain why we've done this in a minute, but here are the two pieces of art for the alternate covers. This one, this art made its debut. I think it was the 2016 Gen Con flyer handout catalog thing. And of course, I didn't spend all that money just to put on a giveaway catalog. So I'm reusing the art here. I think this is very Lamentations. There's the Flame Princess. We did a photo shoot and everything. So that's a very realistic looking piece. And then we got Skull Guy, Cybernetic Tiger. Just a real horror show here. Spines, that's. And then here's the alternate one. This, I think, is a debut piece of art. I don't think we've used this anywhere, but it's also very Lamentations-y. It's still got the Flame Princess on the cover, but isn't the feature. I think that's a first there. Spine's normal there, but now here's the thing: these are limited editions of 500 each. They're 25 euros each, but there's a separate product listing that will be in a store that's a combo. And that would be to get both of these for 40 euros. That's 10 euros off buying them both individually. So be aware of that. But what I can suggest to you, as far as the honesty and hype marketing, I'd mentioned in the January 1st video, I think it was, that we had some distributors drop us. Not every retail distributor, but a couple big ones. And I had borrowed some money to do a whole reprint last year, 3,000 copies of the Rules and Magic book to go through retail, and I got to pay that money back, and the retail money is slow. So Rules and Magic books to hopefully sell enough to repay, or significantly help repay the debt for printing Rules and Magic books. And let's get the focus done. Okay. What about oh yeah, the OGL license? Will it be replaced? No, it will not be replaced. These went to press before the whole OGL nonsense started, like right at the beginning of January, and these were at the printer when all that stuff happened. And you know what? I made the decision that it didn't matter to me. I didn't care what Wizards of the Coast did or tried to do. For 20 some odd years, they Wizards of the Coast had said that this is non-revocable. They sold publishers on the OGL with this with the explicit promise on their website that even if they created a new OGL, that people didn't have to use the new one. They could always just use the old one. And so even if the legalese and the actual open game license wouldn't hold up to modern legal action, that's still, I don't know, consumer fraud or something? I don't know. I mean, they were selling the use of the OGL on its non-revocability. So I don't care what Wizards of the Coast tries to do with the OGL. I wasn't going to take the OGL out. I'm not rewriting shit. And even when it's time to do the next reprint, and this is the only physical book I think that's got the OGL in it in the LOTFP line, we're still going to use it. I ain't changing shit because fuck those people if they're going to try to do that. So, same interiors, including the interior color plates. Yes. I already have a copy of Rules and Magic. Sell me on why I need 2 more copies. Well, I don't know if you need 2 more copies. It would be very nice if you got at least one, because nothing helps you get your players more invested than being able to gift them an actual book, not just have it be there for when you're playing, but you get the fancy limited edition exclusive one, and so then okay, you got extras. You can say to your player, okay, this is yours now, and boom, they will be more invested as a player and more invested in the game. Uh, Maybe you will get 2 more friends. Yeah. Are you going to come to GothCon this year? No, I'm not. I'm having my passport renewed right now, and I'll probably get my new passport in time for GothCon, but uh, it the timeline they gave me, it would definitely be close enough that it's unwise to buy tickets. So, okay, there's that. And then we've also I printed up had printed up 100 more copies of the Adventure Anthology slipcase. So this will fit Adventure Anthology's Blood, Fire, and Death. All fit in this slipcase, and we've only got 100 more of these. And also, I want to mention a couple of other things. Let's see. Expiration. Okay. If you're not getting Beware, we still have copies of Expiration of Barrington Peak, and that'll go in free with all orders if you're not getting Beware. If you're getting Beware, we'll put in the Big B's pamphlet of spells in. If you buy 8 or more items, not necessarily the nude items, but 8 items at once in a single order, we still have copies of the original edition of Death Frost Doom, in hardcover. So we'll throw this in for free if you're ordering 8 or more items. And then I don't know if I can show this on YouTube, but I'm going to. I think this is the first time I've been public. We still have copies of Orgasm. That's another weird crusher. I will throw this in for free if you're ordering 8 or more items in addition to whatever other weird crusher you're getting. Does the rulebook combo count as 2 items? Yes, it does. A GM's guide. Surprise, not finished yet. I'm hoping to have a final draft ready by Gen Con. That's the hope, and get this off my fucking plate. So yeah, that's what no bucket. No bucket this time. Let's see. And then I also want to mention, because it's been a few years, uh the deck of weird things, we still have copies of this. Now, this is €100, and this was done when the company was in real trouble a few years ago as a fundraiser thing. We still got some copies left. It's €100. It's never been discounted. I never planned to discount it, so I'll probably still have copies of this till the end of time. But if you buy this, you get free shipping on your entire order, but read the product description because there's a coupon code you have to use to get the free shipping. So if you load up on stuff and your shipping total is pretty high, then this might start looking like a better deal. Uh, yeah, let's see. Yes, and someone's still using the bucket. So that's the new stuff and the deals and everything. Any questions before I set things live? Sorry I came in late. Are these deals in the EU store only? Uh, yes, EU store only on everything of all the new stuff except for Beware and Magic Eater, but that'll be 3 or 4 months before it's in the US web store. And so you might as well, if you're ordering a bunch of the other stuff, just throw those in there now anyway. We ship effectively worldwide from the EU web store, except for some war affected areas, but that's beyond my control. That's not my choice. If the courier companies would ship there, I'd have no problems handing the box over to them. Okay. Let's see. How many copies of each of these did you print? Five, 500 of all of the books, all of the new books and reprints, except for Beware and Magic Eater. That's 1,000 each. I'm sending 500 to go into retail to the U.S. and the 100 more of these. So this is going to go quick. I'm not sure how many orgasms I have left. That's going to be first come, first serve. I I might just have 20, 25 of those. I don't know. That's just a complete guess, but first come, first serve, order 8 or more items. You'll get the Death Frost Doom hardcover while supplies last. I think I got like 100 of those left. And yeah. So, the Adventure Anthology sleeve. This is 35 because it was a very short order of 100. I think last time it was the same price because I only ordered 200, I think it was. So these were 17th century book. I'm actually not planning on a full setting book like that. I have this whole wall of history books and stuff here, and how to distill that down into a game setting book that's a reasonable size, I don't freaking know. If anyone wants to, write it for me, and I do a 50% product split or profit split on the book, I'm certainly interested. So okay, okay. Some people are laughing, and it said someone clip that. What happened? What happened? How do writers get in touch with you to get something published? LOTFP at LOTFP.com. I will warn you, though, I am very bad at getting back the emails if I'm otherwise swamped. That's the best way. Okay. Now, after all of the wonderful technical starts and stops and getting this live stream going, hey James, any chance to move some copies of Frostbitten and Mutilated to the U.S. store? Unfortunately, not at this time. The I wanted to keep the current shipment to one pallet to keep that cost down for Magic Eater and Beware. So yeah, didn't add any Frostbitten and Mutilateds to the pile there on that pallet. Maybe in the future, because crossing fingers, there may be a rather large project that's out in the summer. Cross fingers. I don't want to talk too much about it because how often do things happen when I think they're going to happen? So, but that's probably going to be a big enough shipment to the U.S. that we could add some stuff on there without increasing the shipping costs too much. So, um, after the happy, fun tech days that we've had, our tech day we've had, I am now going to see if I set up everything properly in the EU web store. And I will, after the live stream's done, I will pop the link to the web store in the description. I'll put it in the chat. System settings. I got to relog in there because it timed out. And let's see. Let's see if everything. Okay. We are live now in the EU web store, and I'm putting the link that will have all of the new stuff at the top in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for your patience with the live stream. Thank you, everyone, for your patience with me. And I hope you're excited for the new releases. I hope you buy early and buy often because I have a I've got a very large printing bill for all this stuff coming up, and I'd like to pay it without distress. As I said, I got some debts to people who helped me pay some printing last year that I'd like to repay. And I'd also like to, not have these giant boxes in my living room anymore. It's the life I chose to have my living room and my office be the same thing. So that's not a complaint, but maybe it'd be nice if like the warehousing can just be the other room and not this one. Uh okay. Yeah, I mean, I still need to start typing up the lists and sending out the emails through the web store and posting the actual store link and stuff, but no initial hurry for that. Let's see. Really cool to see some old stuff get life brought back into them. Might there be plans to do the same for Tower of the Stargazer or Vornheim? Uh, Tower of the Stargazer is in Adventure Anthology Fire, so that is in print. Vornheim, it's well, well, I'm not doing any Zach reprints without a new project to go forward. I would do that's my plan, and that's what I'm thinking on that. So he, well, I won't talk publicly about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Bornheim is hands down the best LOTFP product. Well, you know, I have a different vote. This is, I mean, this is definitely in the run. And now I'm burping. Yeah. So, for me, it would be Death Frost Doom. Well, that is in print. If you're not buying 8 items, we still have the 10th anniversary edition of Death Frost Doom. That's still in print in the web store. So, whichever flavor of Death Frost Doom you prefer. And of course, needing manual modification. Okay, the first orders are starting to come in. And PayPal is, oh God. Okay. And I just got an email from a retailer, so I'll have to get back and send out the retail stuff. Okay. So, okay, looks like, yeah, the web store is having problems with. I will have to manually update the payment thing. Of course, oh, Jesus, of course that's happening. Every single order is getting hung up with PayPal, so I know this is going to be a long ass day. Uh, PayPal pending. Okay. I'll just put these manually to complete. PayPal pending. Why? Great. My website's not talking to PayPal. That's not a problem. I'll just need to manually push through the payment confirmations, and of course, technology hates me. Okay, I need to go do stuff now, so I will pop back in and look at the chat. Okay. Every single one. Okay, I gotta go talk to someone about that. Okay, anything you guys need me for in the live stream? Let's see. Deck of Weird coupon isn't work. Oh, son of a bit. Let me take a look. Did it expire? And I didn't. Free show. Hold on. Let me see what's going on with that. Thank you for making me aware. Hopefully, I can. Deck of Weird Things. That's the promo code WEIRD. Oh shit, that was set to expire today, but that means it should still be working, but yeah, that's okay. Okay, I've just pushed the expiration on that coupon since you have to have some expiration date. I pushed that forward 2 years, so the Deck of Weird Things coupon should now be working. Yeah, this is very odd. Every single PayPal order is coming back hung up, so I've got to manually push those through. Holy shit. Okay, I'll end the live stream. Thank you very much for your interest. I will contact my web guy and see if he can make the PayPal thing easier because I'm going to have to sleep, and it won't be fair for people to have to wait for me to wake up to push their orders through manually. But we'll get that done, and then I will make the public announcements of all the new stuff. Thank you very much, people who are already ordering. That's awesome. Stuff should be shipping out. I might get a few things out tomorrow, Thursday, but a lot of the stuff will really start going out in force on Monday. So thank you all. Good things are on sale now. Good things are on the way. And yeah, thank you all. Goodbye. I won't do the little Eurovision dance this time to say goodbye, but still, shop with confidence. I'm very good with technology and web commerce.